Mr. Chairman and our National Chairman, our Deputy National Chairman, we National Secretary General, my brother in 2023 and 2018 running mate, other members of the National Executive Body, I see the Publicity Secretary, and the Deputy National Organizing Secretary and the Deputy for the Publicity Secretary, my young brothers and sisters who are members of the Tripartite Committee, the big brother Chief Komon-Tok and other dignitaries of the party, including Una all, good afternoon. Today, before we go into the update, kindly allow me to say thank you at various levels. The committee members and me want to continue to say a big thank you to the national leadership of the party for the confidence we get in me and give me the sacred and major responsibility on behalf of the party. We want to tell them thank you. On the other hand, personally I want to say thank you to members of the Tripartite Committee. Now because we work well, because of the cohesion, and to go to work we don't make this kind of progress. Here, I want me to join me for tell them thank you. That are members of the committee. To honor the All People's Congress Party, on behalf of the team, I want to say thank you to Una for the patience who have not exercised to date. But on top of this, we at the committee want to say, we want to no complaint. We take leadership and responsibility. We know we want to complain. We know the grumble. We continue for do this one of work in Akimi. One of them say not a complaint at all. We can continue for this work. Comrades, before I go further, now allow me to take una back a bit. About 20 Mr. Tripartite Committee came out. When I recall, after last year June elections, we get stand up, we get some disagree with the result. Not also, the party on top of that result say no participation in governance. That MPs no go to parliament, and we councillors no go to council. We get to stand up. I've also tried to refresh memory. And the international community, including the Peace Commission and the country, step in. One mean the international community, no embassy no in this country will not be concerned. We get 3 agencies then, 3 international bodies will come in. We have the African Union, the Commonwealth Secretariat, and the ECOWAS. Then join hands with the Peace Commission and ask that we invite the party, the All People's Congress Party and government go sit down round the table and find way for address this challenge and don't face them. When I recall that mediation talk day take place between the 16th and the 18th of October 2023. It took place in Tumani. I'm sure now all recall. We met on the 16th and on the 17th, on the 18th. Both sides, which will be against us way down from outside the country, we sit around the table after the 2 days talk. On the 3rd day, now come up with the National Unity Agreement. That National Unity Agreement gets 8 resolutions. That are 8 points. 8 things where we, APC and government for. But we have responsibility as a tripartite committee. That resolution 3 no more, 9 our focus, 9 our responsibility. That's now for examining the 2023 elections, including previous ones. Take a look at all of them, whether the voter registrations, elections, results, and all other issues where we need for new findings, and then we make recommendations. And then recommendations and then for be actionable and implementable, meaning for take action and for ensure that it will be implemented. Other resolutions and the whole all aware of. The one key thing they will be very relevant with our make keep at the back of our mind as we go. That resolution 8 will create a committee of moral guarantors. The people are will come up from outside, including the diplomat, including Council of Paramount Chiefs, interreligious bodies, civil society. You name them, all the major stakeholders, they all for come together, form one committee for being the committee of moral guarantors. Therefore, accompany the process for ensure that all the things we will agree on that National Unity Agreement for take place. So even though we don't make recommendations, this committee of moral guarantors therefore be at the foot and the heels of the ABC and government for ensure that there was their recommendations that they for the implemented. I hope my phone. But waiting at this tripartite committee, now allow me to almost and one day small. Tripartite means 3 ways. 3. To form that committee for looking into elections. The first part of that committee now we the All People's Congress. The second partners waiting at that committee are government. The third party for that particular arrangement are the international community. So I can think for this area for small round meeting for this school. So after consultation between the APC and government, we agree that we forget 7 people from each side for be part of this committee, for form this committee. So now 7 from the APC side doing another committee. Government side said yes, they appoint 7 people for doing another committee. The international community say we want to put in the way we will help now. I don't represent 7 people. But what we will do, the head of the UN at this country, when at the United Nations President Coordinator, he will candidate for represent the international community. Now you follow? So that co-chair, that lady, when at the head of the UN, Seraphine, that he will represent the whole international community in a co-chair. Government, get Dr. Emmanuel Gaima in a co-chair. In the APC, we the Falamara na co-chair. So we are the 3 co-chairs who lead this particular process. Now get me? Yes, sir. I hope you understand now. So decision making, anything with the committee they do, or government standing for saying that this will happen. No, we should not round the table. We don't get plenty some will be explained from the last time. Tough one, some tell you we go to scatter. All that talking can they, but at the end of the day, we will go back to the table and say, Lord, we say a little first. And that is why we don't make this progress. So, as APC, we make a commitment for anything we do within that tripartite arrangement for keeping leadership and the general membership informed. They take the along. So no surprises. So people know we say, no, not be telling this, will not be aware, and only reach out the enemies. To decide for you. And if you recall, I think it's an number 4 meeting who they get here. No, so. So when we start, we as ABC, we own team, we decide say we get for put together we own terms of reference. Terms of reference means nothing will guide the work of the committee, the scope of the work, what will we examine, what will we review, how far back will we go, how we work as a team. We have that terms of reference, how we want for making it, we can to Nanaya, we present our all that we not to show me. After we don't let's say do the new draft. To go sit down now for conclude that terms of reference. We not only do that terms of reference, we do other document the rules of proceedings, how we keep meeting, how we form quorum. We come up with communication framework. We show for set up the secretariat. We identify the kind of experts that we need. We do all the document there. On the 6th of February, the Tripartite Committee meets again at a press conference. Now we can now we like so we go in that terms of reference sign up. On my call, while to sign that with this committee, come back to this party to say that these terms of reference no longer agree between me and the government. Now this will be there for you, now so and so we will get for you about them. And that terms of reference will share out to Nanaya again. And that terms of reference are public document. Unfortunately, we don't give it always at this point. So today, I want to remind you that say, after we all enter in the we brief now. Don't you so? The next stage after we adopt in terms of reference, from that moment to what we done as here, as of yesterday, and that will be brief now from today. I hope you understand. You understand? Don't you so? But before that, I want to let you know, in real estimation, we get 4 major phases. That is 4 stages of the work of the Tripartite Committee. Stage 1, now in-house preparatory work for new terms of reference, for agreeing, and many other things we look for guide we identify experts, everything we need for you, we do that. That's stage 1, and after that, we can be full. The next stage, now for prepare the country, for prepare all the institutions, the expert them for identify and bring them. Now for prepare. After that round stage, now for them to review changes. We do review, we make recommendations. That's stage 3. The last stage now for implement the recommendations from the committee. This afternoon, we want for kindly take on through. After after we don't sign the MOU, which is so far the committee don't do. One of the first things now for reach out to partners, and I want me to join me for saying a big thank you to the international community. The next thing we should don't say, okay, we don't get these terms of reference. How we get to the different framework, we identify 3 broad areas we will therefore do this review. And I want to listen very clear and let me get this. 3 areas then, now so we shape the road. The one area, now for look at all the election laws in this country and ask yourself, no lawyer, then adequate, then good for we. Person can balance their lawyer, then we don't balance them, we don't manipulate them. In fact, that lawyer, they're really good. Like other good election laws in the world, what compare them back? If you get witnesses, especially with the one way in the Constitution as well as the Public Elections Act, over time, we'll go for look at all and make the relevant recommendations. The second thing we say, when we look at the institutions, when they come together for group elections, then they get them right, or when they get them right. But how about ECSL? Now, so if for left, how the seating arrangement be, how the decision making be, how the powers then be, and many other things we have to do with ECSL. ECSL means international best practice, and the right institutions as it's supposed to happen elsewhere. So that's an institution of reform. All arrangements. Okay. The last Number 3 segment was elections management. I don't get the result, the election results. I don't get voter registration. I don't get something about election. I don't get voter information. And many other things. Relationship between civil registration and something like this. When voters like the business, all next thing they fall under that particular category. identify experts for all these areas. When the colleagues examine this on for shelf, explain to them, those who don't want to avoid them in the areas, they will do that. But at a total of 11 expert areas. A total of 11 expert areas. We get the head of secretariat, we get the other experts wey responsible for institutional reform wey the German government dey support. We get another expert wey responsible for election standards, for standardizing elections to ensure that we meet those national best practices. And the UN assets want to support that. We get another expert wey look at elections management, the duties of election. Then another UN basket, then say they support that. Results management expert to look at election results. We get another expert to look at voter register. We get another expert when you look at election security. We get another expert when you look at human rights around elections. We get another expert when you look at gender issues around elections. We get another expert when they look at voter registration issues. I don't mention that. We get another one when they look at voter education and civic voter education. So we get security, we get human rights, we get civic voter registration, civic education, or voter registration. So we get results management and all the other experts who will be level. As we talk, a good number of the experts are now there on the ground. We expect one on weekly basis of the week or 24. Other experts we're responsible for look at election law in done they are already, in fact they don't start to look at law. The one we're responsible for standards area, the one responsible for elections management in said area. They're all there on the ground now. The one that we left are the results management, the voter registration, human rights, and the legal team, they take care of that. Security expert will come. Civic voter registration, civic voter education will come. Including gender. We get expert on the ground with themselves. Let them do it. So why to achieve that as a committee? You know, we get considered as a committee, 7-7 on that side. The UN is not for giving the time we get on the ground to go for the community now. Take the time to watch. We say, okay, now we don't get the technical components right. But what are things we don't forget right? You need for the South to come. You need to engage key stakeholders as well. Let us know the work of the Tripartite Commission. We start our Waterloo. We had a Labour Congress. We have conference of principals. We have political parties. We have interreligious bodies. All walks of life, all professions. We try to invite them and go. Now Waterloo, that now Western Rural, we engage them on the work of the Tripartite Committee. Many things happen. Not for just engage them, but for listen to them and learn from them. We as a committee create protection laws. So that somebody get any idea, they can write and put inside our box. And the suggestion to them is interpret. Whether it's able to use powers of appointing the election commission or whether it's able to do proportional representation, or whether we need another president, all major things we could ever think around elections people don't make suggestions to me, don't take it from them. The second one, we can't waste time over Naya, that we do social, yes, I want to say, and on the 4th of April. So on the 4th of April, we get another engagement now. That's now for Freetown. And in all the engagement there, we get councillors, political parties, civil society, and the media. We know where they are. We get that meeting now. Hello? And then we split the Tripartite committee into two. We be some APC and government, APC and government. The one team go northwest. We go Potloko, we did it for 2 days. Then move go Makeni, we did it for another 2 days. For over all the districts that are the northwest and the north, we don't get any engagement and they. And during the engagement and they will learn again from people there. The other team go to the south and the east. Then get districts. Then go they engage at the east and go as well at the south and get their engagement and they. We slowly take the problem along, we no dey pretend to get all the answers or the solutions. We do all the outreach and the engagement there for enrich the process. So it will just be the idea or attention of 14 people all you know. We don't achieve that. And we say, okay, for let this review happen, we not just get to sit around with people and talk. No! Wetin go inform this review na document them. So we identify every things there are sit down and the young group identify the institutions them and the kind of a document that we go need for inform this review. Now they follow. So we get the agencies that will identify. We don't even write to them for make them produce document them. ECSL number 1. Number 2, National Civil Registration Authority. Number 3, Statistics Bureau. Number 4, PPRC. Number 5, ONS. Number 6, Sierra Leone Police. Number 7, Sierra Leone Military. All the agencies there, whether they're for who to whether they're for who providing security, whether they're for who violence, let them do the reporting of all the elections, the memorandum of so they're all now they're serving not so. The first one is ECSL, second one NCRA. How did they transfer data from NCRA to ECSL? The pictures and we get the register we get from the civil register. How that they move, how to inform the voter registration process once that. They get them how did it happen? We don't ask them for that. Statistics let's have a document of MOU between them and ECSL and anything we don't ask for that. For ECSL, we don't ask for all the decision making. Every document we would imagine, whether they for do the voter registration process, whether they for do the decision, whether they for do the institution, whether they for do the election result for 2023 and the previous one, we don't ask them all for the production. We don't ask ONS for the same. We don't ask Sierra Leone Police, Sierra Leone Military. All of them, so we're happy for the doctor and say, PPRC don't give the documents, ONS don't give the documents, Sierra Leone Police don't give the documents, Sierra Leone Military don't give the documents, Statistics Sierra Leone provide one document, and if I go to the website, say the other document, and then the people must go there and look and download them. NCRA say they want in terms of reference, you don't send them to them. They say they will come back to me, they wait for them. This letter, I think now on the 22nd of March, and I go home. ECSL said the time will be given a short, extend the time, then right back to you, they said they will provide document at the beginning the 15th of April, with the road for letting document then come. So we decided to say, what if the time now pass? We will write to them. Yes, I will write again to ECSL. When we encourage you for sign, for making go to them. Not only for making go to them, but for talking other partners and so they will not say, so far we don't go and see the way. Why is it the way? Because now partners are not spend money, experts will not come on the ground, other documents they don't come, the work don't start in, and it's that and the due process. For the table now, get for exercise stations. I hope I did that. Get for exercise stations. So next steps. Immediately then when they come, we and the experts there and then document they are now. We will sit around the table and take them, look at all of them. We not for one alone. When we reach that point, we get this guy with you again. So along the way, every nodal point, everyone will reach a major point in junction, we inform not only the rest of Sierra. Why we want to take all along? So everybody will be part of the process. So we will be informed. Don't know what that past me is. I think we are getting there. And we'll get a 6 months timeline. Approximately, we have about 8 weeks to go. But the good news is, we get so many experts on the ground, including all around that table. And I can say, if you take a look at the years of experience of all 14 community members, the past 200 years experience in the public service, they including expert the way down, we know we get them wrong. So at this juncture, I tell myself, all right, again to ECSL, not so, for let them come back. Then will come back to me. NCRA will come back to me. The honor the who don't get, tell them, take it, we ask for additional document. Certainly, if you start, we'll get from the right people from that institution for account and answer some questions or make some clarifications to me. I hope not follow. But if I reach out, if I follow, no, with further clarification, let me know. The support level. The United States government put $1.5 billion. I think everybody agreed that. God has said, and then you can say and see me for and then to come. If you put gas, you don't have money now. Next year, what will do is not so well, no one complain. But one time when I say that resources for the US government provide, now USAID then give. USAID, they get implementing partners, they get NDI, they get RI, they get IFES. Then why I said, get local NGOs who are there for work with, for give them responsibility. If they support what we get for me to be, or support part of the secretariat, they will go directly to the secretariat. We committee members, not the one shilling, one cent more country, and I will talk about public level. So what's it like clarify what's the secretariat? Don't take this secretariat. meet every Tuesdays and Thursdays. We get to timeline. But you don't reach a point where they will finally we share all of this tonight. I tell you that the support in the UK, they will not only the head of secretariat, but they will provide experts for support for other areas and we get for moving with other resolutions they say we are doing. The US government not only support legal experts, but there is some money where they don't keep for for support the recommendations they will get for me. So they tell me to implement so that one over there for say well, we don't support the review process, but money not there for implement. No, the US government say out of this one. Number two, the European Union they said they gather for support the implementation. And I want people to join me for say those to be committee. So to start this work, if government supports come later to members of the committee who were meeting. I want to touch on something very, very important for you all. I tell myself, don't ask for documents and not so. Yes, sir. We'd expect the document and for can. Some don't even come. The experts in the work and the work of the team will get within the tripartite policy. But one thing we will people the bother we about. If you don't announce the calls away you see from the overseas, you show plenty. Also we want to complain. Why? When you get responsibility like this, you therefore match the challenges. Within this party, when we decide, the question people will ask, Dr. Marauti of faith now, how this thing, how we go? Well, I want to tell you about this. We get the responsibility as a community. Now, professional job and you. From day one at this place and all other forums including Komon and Profils Hotel will not make and clear to the whole world, the whole country and will party membership for say no belongs the outcomes. For very good reasons. The time of brother John was here yesterday, say the new examination for seats. You want for those who will get 100% 60 paper first. Correct? Yes, sir. The brother Richard Conte said, this will go to Alex Man. We as a committee will do diagnosis. You don't know if it's malaria or a polio or get. When I get to it. If the malaria, let I be put on. Then we will ask ourselves, waiting for prescribe. The crash now. For malaria, they know so. So to really people will win because you will make it for the crash. But I want my farm. Or I want so. Medicine, not so. The right medicine will cure that illness. I hope not get me. So when people they say no, we want to know what's going to happen at the end of the day. No. Ownership is not sure that thing. It's a professional job in me. You think all the institutions, all the countries, the one who they put inside and like that in Japan. I don't understand. We get as more adapters in that company process. And we committee members now say, no, now this never happen. You know, never happen. Why would you say that? You don't want to be undermine the credibility of the job. I hope you get me. Then you get case go now, police. You go no more, you don't use statement and say this look like this did myself for 2 weeks. If you don't call the other party and say so be correct, I want me to get this. And the position wey the committee take, these are the position of the party, these are the position of the chairman of the party, na the position of the secretary general of the party, na the position of the deputy chairman of the party, na the position of Dr. Samura Kamara and the party, na the position of Honorable General Ramadan Bar in position. These are the position wey the leadership of the party don take. Let us not preempt. Let's get on with this review. Let us do the examinations. Let us take a look at everything. In order for how we will now. At the end of the day, we do findings. The day of findings, therefore determine the recommendation. One for me is very clear. Party leadership. And we are the committee now position this. This is not foul. So if you are the board of it, by the 19th of June, I don't get done so. And we don't get any intention for push-up. That was why, as members of the committee, we make recommendations that even if now for open this, we don't want experts if we open this, the other this and the other three cannot. Expert is now the open number one, the other expert is number two, the other expert is number three, the other expert is number four. So all will happen simultaneously, easily, within the very short period. Abraham Lincoln, long term ago president of the US, he said give me 6 hours for church. He said we spend 4 hours for sharpening ass and use only 2 for butter. That's so one thing. But the grave now indulgence. No. Maybe we not say this committee don't start on a very, very strong leg. Don't start on a very strong footing. We serve God and country. We serve for you into democratic credentials as a country. We have to do it for us and for our for the next generation. Therefore, this is process right. Everyone, even the one that where the do things going on, where the rest well with the committee, you know the what are we? The responsibility that I need task along the line, people will understand this reason. But for our own self-awareness, that's really the end out. No preempter. If you preempter, you don't point the word. Let me say somebody mistake say that in Aya. You don't really say that. So you're not for the day of that review anymore. You're not for the day anymore. So one make we all understand that. We promise you now 2 things. We will take the party along. The leadership always able to be briefed and abundantly every now and then. They ask us to continue to support the Tripartite committee as we know it. So I want to stop here and say the third leg, the most important leg now they can start now, the review itself. As we talk director next week, the consultants and the top paper and now they will work with the committee members then for ensure that they look at laws, the institution of ECSL. If you look at other things that we probably ECSL will not really for provide, we encourage them for providing document. In order for high formula or do recommendations in order for this recommendations. So while Sarisha, they're very important for me colleagues and rock not and waiting to happen. Somebody said Tripartite committee voting at 3. You don't want to go at 3 here. The committee on at 3. extraordinary government charging to the says and so the people indulgence we are. And I hand the mic back to moderator to invite the various speakers under the two sectors for making engagement. Then the chairman of the Rural Party will make a statement. But before he makes that statement,